Hi everyone, this is Bami. Continuing with the theme of strengthening September. This week the focus will be on how to fortify yourself emotionally. In the aftermath of cancer, we all know that your emotions will be all over the place. You feel sad, you feel helpless sometimes, hopeless sometimes, and all of that stuff. There's such a mishmash of emotions that you just feel like it's ripping you apart. But here's the thing, you don't have to be a passive recipient of everything that cancer throws at you. So I'm going to be sharing some tips on how you can fortify yourself emotionally. And here's the thing, you don't have to do everything all at once. You can take one at a time. In terms of strengthening yourself emotionally, the first thing to do is to take your own emotional temperature, for want of a better word. What do I mean by that? You need to sit down and assess how you really feel. What are the feelings you're going through? What are the things that are making you upset? Are you upset? Are you sad? Are you scared? Whatever it is. So carve out distraction-free time, sit with your journal and write down how you feel. It is important for you to be honest with yourself at this point, because sometimes, because of pride, because of our egos, we don't want to acknowledge that we're not as far along as we wish to be. But please, this is your journal is a non-judgmental confidence. So be honest with yourself and take a temperature and write down how you feel. And then once you've written down how you feel, then ask yourself the question, how do you want to feel? What kind of emotions do you want to have? For example, if you're feeling scared all the time, you no longer want to feel scared. If you're feeling sad or anxious, you want to be bold, you don't want to feel anxious or whatever like that. So once you've written down where you are emotionally right now, write down where you want to be emotionally. Now, once you've got a hold of where you want to be emotionally, then ask yourself the question, what are the places, the people, the experiences that would help you to get there? Because here's the thing, what will work for me will not work for you. So for example, when I'm feeling stressed or overwhelmed, one of the things that helps me is go on long walks or go on the beach, and just the sight of sand and the sea, it just helps to calm me down. It helps me to put things in perspective. But for you, the beach might not be what works for you. For you, it might be sitting down in your favorite chair and having a cup of tea and switching off your phone. Whatever it is, the places, seek those places, the experiences that help you get into the emotional state that you want. And once you know what they are, then go after those, because you are not a passive recipient of all that cancer throws at you. And you don't merely have to exist. You can thrive, you can live well. But you are in the driving seat, especially when it comes to the emotional state. There are a lot of things that are within your control. Yes, there are things that are outside of your control, but please, I want you to focus on things that are within your control. So hang out more with people who love you, with people who make you feel better, rather than hanging out with people who pull you down or who invalidate your feelings or who invalidate your ideas. That doesn't help you. And last but not least, how are you speaking to yourself? A lot of times we are our own worst critic. So I want you to be aware of what are the things you're saying to yourself. Are they nice things? Are they kind things? Are they honorable things? If the things you're saying to yourself are not making you feel better, here's the good news, you can change those. So learn to speak kindly to yourself and be kind to yourself. Rome was not built in a day. You don't have to achieve everything in one day. You don't have to have it all figured out, because after cancer, who's going to have it figured out? No one. But do what you can on a day-by-day basis. So out of all of these tips I've given you, please remember, you can watch this video again and again and again. All you have to do is start with one. Don't overwhelm yourself. And before you turn around, you realize that there is more within inside you. There's so much strength within you than you even realized. I hope that's helped you. And if there's any of those tips that you want me to go into more, then write it in the comments or send me a message, and then I will do so. But remember, you are not a passive recipient of all that cancer throws at you. You can take ownership. You can sit in the driving seat of your thoughts, of your emotions as much as possible. Take care. Bye.